In this video, I'm going to talk about your standards and why they might be low or they might be very high. You see, this is the thing that creates everything you want in your life, your standards. And most people have lower standards because they don't have the right perception. Your perception is your projection. The way you put yourself out into the world, the things you look for, the way you prime your brain is completely altered by your belief system. And your belief system is controlled by what you believe is possible. So if I believe it's possible for me to have massive success, that's what I'm going to see in the world. That's what I'm going to attract. That's what I'm going to go for. If I believe that it's impossible to have success or an attractive partner or an amazing lifestyle, then it won't be. So there's a quote that I love, and I want to start the video off by highlighting it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The reason you have that quote is because you might look at someone and you might say, why are they with that person? They're not nice. They're not attractive, they smell bad, God knows what, right? And you look at them and you say, well, why are they so in love? And the beautiful thing about being in love is that it leads no judgment. So you have zero judgment when you're in love. You don't care. What if you were so in love with a high standard? What if you were so in love, you took that same program that every single one of us are born with, and you applied it to your success, and you applied it to your wealth, you applied it to your future? Well, you would not care if other people didn't believe in your idea. You would not care if you failed a few times, you got rejected. You would be relentless. And in today's video, when I talk about beauty, I want to talk about the beauty that can be found in a dream, in your dreams. So I want you to ask yourself this question. When I look at my future, I look at my dreams, I look at my goals, do I fall in love with the idea? Now, you're not going to fall in love with someone unless there was a slight bit of hope that you would be with them. Unless there was a chance that you were actually going to end up with them, you would never fall in love with them. So love is more than just perception. Love is more than just seeing someone. It's also believing that you could be with them. And I think that when you think about it this way, it can translate over to your self-belief. It translates over to your ability to succeed, to win. Most people don't have that self-belief. They don't believe it's possible to win. They don't believe it's possible they're going to succeed. So how can you fall in love with an idea that would never be there? If you knew for a fact you'd fall in love with someone and then they dump you or they would leave you or they would hurt you, you would never do it. So the same thing goes for your dreams. If you think about it long enough, it's almost like you get delusional. Your delusion is that if I get so addicted to the idea, I fall so in love with my future, nothing will stop me. So the first step to this is getting clarity on what future, what is so beautiful to you. If working a job is beautiful to you, fine. If that's what's going to get you up in the morning every day, do it. But if you want to have a mission, if you have a goal, you have something bigger in your mind that you want to do, well, what does that look like? What does it look like to get you to fall in love with it? Clarity. So clarity is step number one. Once you have clarity, you then ask yourself, how do I keep my mind focused on this? And this is the most important part. This is something that I think is crucial for anyone who wants to succeed. It's your muscle, your focus muscle. A lot of people don't have the ability to focus immensely on something. The average attention span today is around 7 seconds. About 100 years ago, it was over 54 minutes. So if you can't focus on your dream long enough, it's not going to get you to do it. So what creates that intense sense of focus? Well, if there was a saber-toothed tiger, a cheetah, a lion, jumped into your bed right now, and it wasn't your pet, you would be focused on it immensely. Immense focus, because it brings about so much emotion. Well, when you are in love with an idea, you can consider that the emotion that is there will create and manufacture that focus. When you are so focused, you're so in love with the idea, there's so much emotion there, there's a charge there, bam, now you're laser focused. Now, why is that important? Well, if I'm not focused on it, I'm not going to see the opportunities that allow me to go there. For example, your mind is so powerful. When you focus on the goal and you're so in love with it, your mind gets creative. It says, you know what, today I'm down to go out with my friends. I'm in the mood to go to this bar, and before that we'll go to this restaurant. And in doing so, you unconsciously know that certain types of people go there on these days, and you'll run into them. And next thing you know, you met the investor who's going to kickstart your company. You met a founder, you met a partner, you met a business partner, you met the exact person you were looking for. If you've ever had this experience, it was because your mind set it up that way. It was not an accident. So I'd like to invite you now to really get clarity and charge up those emotions. Fall in love with your future. And the last thing here, which I think is probably one of the most important parts about beauty, is, am I right? Is the thing I think is beautiful actually beautiful? Is it actually beautiful to go to college and get a job because I get validation from everyone around me? Or is it beautiful to consider that maybe I can have thousands of employees and give them a job? Is it beautiful that I can create way more in my life and allow myself to succeed in a completely different way? Ask yourself, is your version of beauty accurate? Or is it something that you've been brainwashed to believe? Is it because you don't see it being possible? I remember when I was younger, my mom jammed this idea in my head that it was beautiful to be a plastic surgeon. I was going to be a doctor. She jammed into my sister's head she's going to be a lawyer. Well, my sister graduates law school at the time of this video in 2 months. She's going to graduate from Pepperdine. She did a great job. I built a multi-million-dollar business in the time that she graduated college. And that was what she focused on. That was what she built. I built something entirely different. Now I want to ask you, is the thing that has been growing in your mind, the seed in your mind of what you want to be or what you want to do or where you want to go, doesn't matter if you're 50 years old or you're just starting, is this thing truly beautiful? If the answer to that is no, then you have to ask yourself, well, then what is? Gain clarity, fall in love with the idea, take massive action, and make your dreams reality. My friends, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start posting a bunch of amazing content for you. I'll be helping you change your life. And I think one of the most beautiful things I could do for you is to truly show you how to harness the power of your mind. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.